We're about to get down and dirty tonight at the Eldora Speedway for the Dirt Derby at Eldora, the one and only truck race on the Gander Outdoor Truck Series season here for this NASCAR Heat 5 career mode. A career best qualifying effort for Schneider and this team, qualified second outside pole, just shy of sitting on the pole. Stuart Friesen by about a tenth of a second nabs the pole award. Friesen has a good dirt racing background, but so does this number 99 team, because this young kid right here started dirt racing at the age of 6 years old, driving quarter midgets all the way up until the age of 19 in a go-kart. And he's back on the dirt track in his home state. So we have a little bit of dialogue going with it here tonight. Back at his home state and back dirt racing has to be a win, a must-win situation just because of that alone here for Schneider. 6 wins on the season total through the first 14 races. Again, 2 races to go in the regular season. We have 8 different winners so far, so still 2 spots available. And with these final 2 races, especially this one being a wild card race at Eldora as far as the championship standings are concerned, this could be interesting. As far as the regular season championship standings look, Schneider still has the lead, but only a 34-point lead over Stuart Friesen, as well as over Johnny Sauter. He's got a 34-point lead, not far back to Chastain, and then Stuart Friesen beyond that as well. So we'll have to see how this is going to run here today. 150 laps around this half-mile dirt track. Patrick Shadley, DB Forever 85. Welcome. Got Raphael Assard starting at the rear of the field for the second straight race. Again, Stuart Friesen on the pole.
Be smart out there.
Friesen's going to lead the field to the green. Defending winner of the Eldora Dirt Derby. See if he can go back-to-back here and maybe get that second win of the season. 40 laps in stage number 1 here tonight at Eldora. 3 wide off the initial start. Schneider already gets weeded into the outside wall. Mike Harmon, Riley Herbst to the inside. 3 wide again as they're already banging fenders.
Outside, clear all around. You're all clear up top there. Got one up top.
Stuart Friesen easily leads lap 1. Schneider, after starting second, falls back to 6th, and is finally able to get down to the bottom, back underneath Grant Enfinger.
Stay low, stay low.
Enfinger came close in 2018 to winning the Dirt Derby at Eldora. Had a photo finish at the line that year, but came home second. He won in a photo finish in the season opener at Eldora, and also Enfinger just got his second win of the year at Kentucky earlier tonight. Jackson Thomas, welcome to the stream.
You're clear. Car on the outside now.
How about that 02 truck, though? Tate Fogelman up to second place after getting around Riley Herbst. One for Mike Harmon. 74 truck. Finishing runner-up at Kentucky, had a fast truck, started on the pole. Second place not good enough for him. Still likely needs a win to make it to the playoffs. Friesen's absolutely pulling away right now. Already 5 laps in the books.
You got room, you're clear.
Did run a little bit of practice before the start of this race as well. Tune on that adjustment in between practice and qualifying. The truck even faster for qualifying, and that's why he was able to get up to second. Just couldn't quite nab that lead.
Wow, that's bad.
19.9 in race trend mode there that last time at the line.
Stay on the bottom.
Friesen's already dealing with lap traffic.
Car high now.
The departments are not all the way maxed out. 100 on the engine for tonight, 95 on the aero, 95 on the suspension. Justin Sozio, welcome to the stream.
Stay low, stay low.
A little contact between Natalie Decker, Tate Fogelman. I think Fogelman just ran in the back of the Ford truck of Lassard, holding him up as well.
Top 3, use it if you need it. All clear. Car
Pretty
high,
wide splitting the lap traffic. Riley Herbst was on the outside. Schneider likes the bottom. Trying to run that middle to upper lane in practice, and he just couldn't get a good handling of it. A little contact with Herbst off turn 4. Very aggressive slide job. See if John Hunter Nemechek's got anything for Stuart Friesen. Friesen's got a 3-second lead back to Nemechek.
Car outside, hold your line. All right, you're clear then.
Joshua Michael Brown, welcome to the stream. Wreckfest.
You'll keep getting better.
Hopefully not
All clear on
tonight.
the bottom then. Wow, that's bad. Low clear.
Stuart Friesen looks mad fast though. No live pit stops in this race. Can't elect to pit under caution if you so choose.
Got room, you're clear there. All clear.
But no fuel to have to worry about in this race either. NASCAR Guy 22, welcome to the stream. Ty Majeski up to 4th place. Dropping Riley Herbst now back to 5th. Look at that mad scramble in the lap traffic back there just inside the top 5. Schneider looks to the inside of John Hunter Nemechek now for 2nd place. Again, about 3.5 seconds behind the race leader, Stuart Friesen.
Stay low.
As they battle for 2nd. John Hunter in a must-win situation to try and make it to the playoffs as well in that 8 truck. Racing for his father's team.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
Zane Smith back to the top 5. Herbst is starting to fade. He was up as high as 2nd. Now he's outside the top 5.
Car on the outside now.
Schneider drives it in deep into turns 1 and 2, and he gets around Nemechek for 2nd. Ethan, welcome to the stream.
Got room, you're clear.
The race canceled due to rain. Well, it's postponed. Again, not canceled. Cancel means it's never going to happen. It's terminated. Postponed just means basically delayed until another
Got
date.
room, you're clear there.
Ty Gillen not off to a good start, running in 20th. Came in, last driver in on points ahead of Sheldon Creed by just 7. After Gillen had a great race at Kentucky.
Careful, still
Top
there.
10 run.
All right, you're clear.
Center's been about 3 to 4 seconds behind Friesen this entire race since we really got going. This lap traffic in between the top 2 as well right now. This we know for sure we have 2 stage breaks
All
coming.
right, you're clear.
They did have to cancel the heat races though. Unfortunately, there's not going to be any heat races for either the Cup or the Truck Series. I understand why, but it kind of sucks with the Cup Series too. They're having 2 competition cautions, one at lap 50, and then one at lap 150. And then they're expanding stage 1 and stage 2, so stage 1's going to be 100 laps, stage 2 is going to be 100 laps, and then the final stage is only 50. So basically it's going to be 50 laps caution, 50 laps caution, 50 laps caution. And it's mainly going to be so they can keep up with the track. So again, I understand why they're doing it, because all the laps that are going to be run on that dirt surface, so they're probably going to have to maintain the track. I don't know why they didn't think about that beforehand. They probably should have thought, oh yeah, probably going to have to do that anyway, but oh well. At least they're giving the teams an extra set of tires, though, which they needed to with how badly they were going through them in practice alone yesterday. They were chewing tires up pretty badly, so that's probably another reason why they're having competition yellows every 50 laps. Ty Majeski has ran down Schneider for second place. That 45 truck looks fast there for Nice Motorsports. We talked about Ross Chastain not having to win this season. Chastain's in on points currently, but how about his teammate Ty Majeski? Out there, Schneider tries to ride the cushion on the outside of the racetrack, getting the run down the corners, off the corners, down the straightaways, and that allows him to slingshot back to the inside of Majeski as they continue to battle for second. This is only allowing Friesen to pull away even more as Stuart Friesen's out to about a 6-second lead, and Schneider clear the 45 truck right back. John Hunter Nemechek only a second behind these guys. Billy Kramer, welcome to the stream.
Hold your line, got one outside. All right, you're clear there. Top 3, use it if you need it.
Alternate through the different camera angles here. At least through every stage.
Still there. Clear eye, clear eye.
So you guys wanted to see some action on dirt tonight? And you can right here on the channel. Unfortunately, not in real life.
You're clear all around there. Clear eye, clear eye. I need 10 boards, follow left.
10 laps to go in stage 1 right now. And Stuart Friesen has led every lap from the pole in this race. Friesen doesn't have a win this season, but he came in the second race of the year at Las Vegas. So he's definitely due for another one. It's been 12 races since that one and only win for him.
Wow, that's fast. You got room, you're clear.
4 wide through turns 1 and 2 with the lap trucks.
All right, you're clear there.
No contact, everybody escaped. Since Schneider got back around Ty Majeski, Majeski was never able to really battle him back.
You're all clear up top. Clear low, clear low. Bottom clear.
Still caution free in this race up to this point as well. Still putting on a good show though up until this point. If you want to talk about a show, Stuart Friesen is putting on a show. Just dominating. Schneider still battling 3.
All right, you're clear.
Like we saw a couple laps ago, even 4 wide in these corners. But again, as far as the playoffs go, this is a wild card race. We could see a wild card winner. Like a Ty Majeski, John Hunter Nemechek, Jennifer Jo Cobb up to 5th place here in stage 1.
All right, you're clear.
Cobb's got 2 top 10s this year. No, it's not a lot, but looking for that first top 5 perhaps.
You got room.
On the dirt at Eldora. Schneider is closing in on Friesen to the end of the stage. Friesen could be backing it off a little bit, saving his stuff up. Can't blame him for that. Only 3 more laps. Schneider's definitely not going to catch him. He's too far back.
All clear. Got a car high now.
Save that equipment here for these final 2 stages,
Top 3, use it if you need
especially
it.
with no pit stops. mandatory at least, but no need for freezing the pit, that's for sure.
Car outside, hold the line. 2 laps to go. Top 3, use it if you need it.
Ashton G, welcome to the stream. Think we'll see racing tomorrow, yes or no? I think we will see racing tomorrow, but I don't think we're going to get it started at 3:30 like everybody's thinking. I fear for the truck race because I know NASCAR is going to do whatever they can to get the Cup race in first. And I was even telling my parents, because of all the rain we're getting, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but it's supposed to stop like very early afternoon. So, and it's not supposed to rain at all, you know, pretty much from when it stops tomorrow early in the afternoon till at least Tuesday. So I think they can get the Cup race in tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to start at its actual start time. I think it's going to start at like 5, 6, 7 o'clock. It'll be a later start for sure. But I think they'll get the Cup race in, and if the Cup race gets pushed back that far, they're probably going to have to push the truck race to Monday. Unless they want to run the truck race at like 10 o'clock at night, which they still might do. But, I mean, that's maybe even later, depending on how late the Cup race goes. Who knows? I think they're better off just running the truck race on Monday. Stuart Friesen wins stage 1 here at Eldora. Lapped a lot of trucks along the way. Only the top 9 finished the stage on the lead lap. Christian Eckes gets the free pass at 10. And look at those guys inside the top 10 without a win. Riley Herbst, Tate Fogelman, Jennifer Jo Cobb, Zane Smith, John Hunter Nemechek, Ty Majeski, all looking for their first win of the year to clinch a playoff spot with 2 races to go in the regular season in this wild card event. Field bunched up again for another restart. Green flag is back in the air at Eldora. A little bit longer stage 2, 45 laps. Friesen just runs the 99 up the track, trying to aggressively take the lead. I don't think Schneider liked that too much. Schneider trying to hang it in on the cushion. He was a little loose up there in practice. He gets the run off turn 4 to clear. Majeski on the top that time, though. Slings to the bottom. Look at the 52 truck starting to wash a little wide now. Side by side for the race lead. Didn't see any of that. In stage 1, it's Schneider off turn 2 is going to clear Stuart Friesen for his first lead of the night. That was the first lap that Stuart Friesen has not led. Early in stage 2, led nearly the first 50 laps. See if he can get back around the 99. I think it's going to be tough until we get the lap traffic at least. Yeah, I mean, they're scheduled for a doubleheader. The truck race is scheduled for 9 o'clock tomorrow. But again, if the Cup race starts at even 6, they're not going to get that race started by 9. And I'm predicting they'll start at 7 at the latest tomorrow, by the time the track dries up and they can get it ran in. The good news is if the sun comes out after it stops raining, it'll dry the track up a little quicker. See, with dirt, it can soak up a little bit. So it's not like asphalt or concrete where it has to be completely dry. But obviously it can't be as muddy as what it was today when they tried to start. NASCAR, you would think, would have known better. I mean, that was just a bad decision. I understand why Harvick and everybody else is upset about that, because the Fox booth was trying to explain, like, well, at least they tried to get... It's like, no, that's because, like, what if they would have ran into one another and you would have had, like, 8 wrecked trucks before the start of the actual race? All because of one lap of running when it was super wet out. Well, I mean, that was... you can tell under caution by how much, like, the trucks would be digging into the dirt itself, or just simply when they had the Packard trucks, or I guess the late models out there as like Packard trucks to try and run the track in and get all that moisture settled down. Oh boy, Riley Herbst just ran Schneider into the wall. And Zane Smith ran in the back of him, and Riley Herbst with a restart from 9th to 2nd. Friesen got to the lead the last lap. They're pulling away. Tried to break from what I was talking about, but we do have a race going on right now. And a good one at that. Riley Herbst is just taking his first lead.
All right, you're clear.
He faded so quick in stage 1. I'm very surprised he was able to charge to the lead from 9th. Friesen staying right there. Schneider's running them both back down again.
Still there? All right, you're clear.
Not even one lap was... That was completely NASCAR's fault. They should not have let that thing go. And I mean, but that's where the inexperience flies, is that they've never ran a dirt race with the rain before. Every single race they've had at Eldora, they have not had a rain delay to have to work with. They have not had a rain delay any of the races they've had at Eldora so far. So they've never had to actually like work a racetrack with it being muddy or wet in any sort of fashion.
Still there? Careful, still there.
Friesen's got to run off turn 4. Trying to get to the inside of Riley Herbst. He still can't do it. 3 wide with the 2 lap trucks to his outside. Made it a lot more difficult. So we got a 3-truck battle for the lead midway through stage 2 going on. Friesen just sideswiped the 16 of Austin Hill as he went on by. Friesen going to the inside for the lead. Schneider going even lower. 3 wide for the lead in turns 3 and 4. Schneider spins. Gets it corrected back around the other way. He pushed it too hard to the bottom of the track. He caught the inside wall with the nose. He's still running. And back to 5th. 3 wide for the lead in turns 1 and 2. Schneider, you can see how deep he drove it in. He was keeping it right on that wall. The wall's not what spun him out. He spun and then nosed it into the wall. Very slightly. Very minimal damage. Shouldn't cost him much. Definitely costed him a lot of ground on the leaders, though. We do know we have another stage end coming. Pushed it a little too hard. You guys got to remember, it's still stage 2. Oh, little contact with Zane Smith now. Thinking that is any better for this 99. Especially handling. Can you imagine going into Michigan with 9 different winners and only having 1 spot left to make the playoffs, perhaps? Good news is for Schneider's his competitors for the regular season championship, at least 2nd and 3rd place in points, of Johnny Sauter and Ross Chastain are both a lap down and outside the top 10. Schneider was actually able to finish 2nd in stage 1. He's still got a good shot at 3rd. Working on 4th place, Zane Smith. Fogelman just a couple truck lengths ahead as well.
Careful there. You're all clear up top.
Yeah, no matter what, they'll get racing in by Monday. I do think they'll get the Cup race in tomorrow, for when the rain is scheduled to stop. But again, I think it's going to be a delayed start. It'll stop raining in time before the scheduled start, but I don't think the track's going to be dry enough. Yeah, well, they're not having qualifying anymore. They canceled the heat races, the qualifying races altogether. Which sucks for those Truck Series teams that didn't get to make the show because they canceled qualifying due to rain. I was wondering if they were going to make those up, but they decided not to. 3 trucks are going home with 2 hours of practice at Bristol, and that's it. Didn't even get a chance to qualify. I can't remember who the 3 were. I knew Jessica, Friesen, Ryan Newman, and I can't remember who else missed. They go by owner's points. to bring the 40 truck field into play. There were 43 entries, that's why 3 weren't going to make it. I can't remember, somebody else in the chat's going to have to help me out, but I can't remember who else missed.
Alright, you're clear there.
Yeah, so I got my Blaney gear on. I was pumped for the Cup Series. I was just pumped to see him on the track. I had fun watching practice yesterday. Both practices. I got home just in time to watch the heat races and didn't get to see anything. Yeah, I feel really bad for those teams that had to go home early. Even Ryan Newman, because although it's, you know, Newman's in the Cup race anyway, not so much for him, but just the team. You know, the sponsors paid the money to get those trucks on the racetrack and to get to the track, and they didn't even have a chance to make the show. Didn't even get the race away. Riley Herbst is the man pulling away, or I should say the kid pulling away here in stage 2. Reason pulled away in stage 1. It was a great battle there for a little bit. 3 wide we saw.
Still there?
Reason's losing a lot of ground in the lap traffic. He just cannot keep up with Herbst. Well, if you have a mechanical failure, you can come to the pits, obviously, but yeah, you can't like actually just service the car.
Car high, careful there. You got room, you're clear.
Just because.
You got room, you're clear. Car on the outside.
Yeah, I feel your pain on that one, really, for sure. Better luck tomorrow, that's all we can hope for.
You got room, you're clear there.
At least we're here tonight. Some dirt racing of our own. Grant Enfinger's a lap down in the 9th position right now.
Both clear.
Chastain at 12, talked about him a little bit ago. Tell you what, Chastain's hoping Riley Herbst or any of these other new drivers don't go to victory lane.
Stay on the bottom.
Because that would mean there's only one spot left, and he's one of those drivers without a win this season. Actually, he's 9th in points, technically. Although he's 3rd in the regular season standings, he's 9th in the points due to not having a win. So if Herbst was to win tonight, or anybody else without a win, that will bump Chastain back to 10th. He'd be ahead of Gilliland and Creed. He does have a sizable gap on him.
You got room, you're clear.
But if anybody else wins at Michigan that has not won up to this point this year, assuming we get a new winner tonight, then it doesn't matter for Chastain. He's not going to make it unless he wins the regular season championship, which he still has a shot there. It's not a very good chance.
Got a car low now.
Opening day for baseball is coming up. They're still chipping away at Friesen right now. Still just less than 6 seconds behind Herbst. Friesen almost looks like he's pushing up the track too much. I don't know if he's just overdriving the corners, trying to get around the lap trucks. But we saw that at the very beginning. That's why Schneider got around him off the start.
10 to go. Hold your line. All clear.
July Atlantic can be risky. It's definitely going to be a hot one, that's for sure. It's going to be a scorcher. It's a day race, too. Like, I could see a night race, but it's a day race. July at Atlanta. Friesen stuck in the lap traffic, and that continues as Schneider passes him for 2nd place. Turns 1 and 2 this lap. It's about 4.5 to 5 seconds now behind Herbst. 8 laps to go in stage 2.
All right, you're clear.
Schneider has only led 4 green flag laps all day. Not much. But he finished second in stage 1. He's pulling away from Friesen, trying to finish second in stage 2. He's right there. He just hasn't been able to get through the lap traffic as well as Herbst this stage and Friesen in stage 1. That's been the difference maker. We'll see if Schneider can win in his home track. In his home state, at least, tonight. His home track at Michigan.
Stay low, stay low.
Perhaps tomorrow.
You're all clear up top. Clear all around. Car on the outside now. You got room, you're clear there. 5 laps to go. You got room,
Think
you're clear
Atlanta
there.
can host July? Why? What's wrong with Atlanta right now? I'm confused.
You got room.
What's
you're
going
clear.
on with Atlanta?
All right, you're clear.
Super Bowl there is definitely at risk. Well, they had the Super Bowl there a couple of years ago. I don't think they were supposed to go back anytime soon for the Super Bowl. I don't know.
Still there?
They had the Super Bowl
All right, you're clear there.
2019 there, and I only know that because that would have been 2 weeks before I went to Atlanta for the NASCAR race, because the Super Bowl would have been or 3 weeks, my bad, 3 weeks. I'll see a Super Bowl happen. Well, yeah, that's because they just played there, though.
Clear low, bud.
Yeah, again, they had the Super Bowl in Atlanta in 2019.
Clear all around.
I don't know what's going on with Atlanta right now that you don't see any sports being played there for
White flag.
risk. I don't know what's going on. Confused. Boy, Schneider's really closing in on Riley Herbst right now. He was doing the same thing on Friesen at the end of stage 1 as well. He's going to finish about 2 to 2.5 seconds back. Riley Herbst wins stage 2 at Eldora. Schneider second in each of the first 2 stages. Just missing out on playoff points tonight. Second straight race, he will not get any stage wins. Voting rights law in the state definitely putting the Super Bowl at risk of hosting it. Voting rights. I don't pay attention to politics, so I don't. Yeah, again, I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, if it's not my home state, I usually won't hear about it. Usually. So Herbst wins stage 2 as mentioned. Only 6 drivers on the lead lap at the end of this stage, with John Hunter Nemechek getting the free pass in 7th. No cautions for incidents so far tonight. We'll have 56 laps to go when we go green. Buckle up tight. This should be a wild finish to the race. We saw 3 wide for the lead. We saw 4 wide earlier in the race, just in the middle of lap traffic. This could be our first caution-free race of the career mode.
Keep your head on straight.
Green flag in the air. Herbst leads us.
Inside.
Quickly jumping into 4th gear. Riley Herbst sliding in front of the 99. Oh, geez. Schneider about turned himself off of Ty Majeski. Zane Smith in the 21. Majeski's a couple spots behind him. And Friesen's going after Riley Herbst for the lead. Schneider cuts the 21. No slack. They're already banging fenders. Look at Friesen rubbing on the 51 truck, trying to move him up the racetrack and take that lead away. Schneider's going to run to the inside. Slides up the racetrack, barely keeps it off Friesen. Look at that crossover by Riley Herbst to the bottom. Oh, banging fenders between the 51 and the 99 now in turns 1 and 2.
Still there?
Oh, Schneider sideways.
Outside.
About spun out like he did midway through stage 2.
Stay up down the bottom.
Does not want that 52 truck to get out and ahead. He's already pulling away from Herbst.
Car there on the outside.
St. Smith's trying to charge back on the outside. So close to winning a race at Kentucky. Finished second. Likely needs to win to make it to the playoffs. Schneider slides in front of Riley Herbst. Now he's up to second, trying to run down the 52. St. Smith down to third. He gets around Riley Herbst. Again, no cautions for incident. All 32 trucks still on the racetrack. Schneider trying to run down Stuart Friesen. Couple of dirt ringers, I'd say. Battling up towards the front. See, I have the rival system turned on? No, I have the rival system on. We've been racing clean all year, though. Haven't had to worry about it. 50 laps to go. Schneider to the lead off turn 4. That last lap to get around Friesen. Trying to win in his home state. Grew up racing on dirt. And he's back at it in the Truck Series. This is a race he had circled that he wanted to win.
Wow, that's fast.
Schneider into the back of Lassard. Lap trucks are starting to hold up the 99. He struggled in lap traffic all day long. Friesen just moves the lap truck out of the way of Natalie Decker back there. Well, Jennifer Jo Cobb up to 5th place again.
You're all clear on
Kind of the top 10 all night. Right around that 5th to 7th spot. Might be able to get that first top 5 of the season.
Stay on the bottom here. All clear. Bottom's clear.
Ride on board.
Still there. Outside. Clear high, clear high. All right, you're clear.
Schneider is pulling away. This is about as well as he's gotten through the lap traffic all night.
Clear all around.
Just hoping that we stay green. That's all he needs.
You got rid. You're clear there.
Not really turning right a whole lot. Initially to pitch the car. Dives it off left, starts to go right to drift it. But he kind of just lets the truck drift up the racetrack himself. And I think that's something he's really doing different other than just fighting the wheel back and forth. Because the more you swerve that wheel back and forth, even on dirt, the more it's going to scrub some lap time off. You really want to keep that thing either pointed straight to the right, or you want to initially go right to pitch the car and just let it roll all the way around and just work the throttle. And that's what Schneider's doing currently, and he's out to a 5-second lead on Friesen. Basically out of nowhere. Look at John Hunter Nemechek trying to move the lap trucks out of the way. He's trying to stay on the lead lap and restart the rear of the field after getting the free pass, and now he's a lap down again. So just 6 trucks on the lead lap here tonight.
Clear now, bud. You got rid. You're clear there. You got rid. You're clear there.
Less than 40 laps to go.
All right, you're clear there.
I don't think Schneider's going to clinch the regular season title with the win today. even though he scored a lot of stage points, 18 total, it could be close. Again, Sauter hasn't had a good day. Chastain hasn't scored any stage points. He's in 12. These are the second and third place drivers in points. Stuart Friesen, don't think he's within one race worth of points coming in, but he has scored right about as many stage points as Schneider. He might move back up to second points, so just guess we'll have to wait and see. And checkered flag flies if the lap at clinch or not.
You're clear.
A race early, that'd be nice. Shout out to Mike Harmon as well. He was up in the top 5 at the very beginning, qualified up in the top 5. He's in the top 10 still. Looking for his first top 10 of the year. A cell phone number 74 race team. A lot of older drivers. Family-owned teams here in the truck series.
Careful. Still there. Got a car high now. All right. You're clear there. All right. You're clear.
Schneider's definitely been a bottom feeder most of the night. Very rarely has gone to that middle and upper lane. He's hooking the bottom, and it's finally getting worked in the way he wants it.
Careful. Still there.
Leading to this success in the final stage. Not only has to keep hitting his marks for just over the last 30 laps, but he needs everybody else to also.
Down the bottom.
Good contact with Jennifer Jo Cobb.
Stay high. That's clear down.
Looks like they realized where each other were at on the racetrack.
Clear all around.
Smith about slid right into Spencer Boyd. He sees the race leader coming up from behind as well. Smith's in danger of going a lap down despite being in the top 5.
All right. You're clear. Outside, outside. All right, you're clear.
Sideways again at 1 and 2 on the bottom. However, he spun out midway through stage 2 on the inside, running 3 wide, battling for the lead. He's not pushing as hard 3 wide now with a bigger lead. Trying to put these guys a lap down and just clears Zane Smith off turn 2. Just 3 trucks on the lead lap here at Eldora. About a 10-second lead with 29 to go.
Clear all around.
Yeah, the sad part about that quote-unquote bump at the Kentucky Speedway on the apron on the front stretch is the fact that you can't even see the bump.
Stay low. You got room. You're clear.
It's not an actual bump. Just the physics of NASCAR Heat 5 set me in the wrong direction. In the middle of the straightaway. And again, we ran the apron the lap before.
Stay low.
Everybody else was running the apron the whole race. The second time I went down there, for whatever reason, it turned the race truck straight to the right. It's another thing. Schneider's looking for redemption here at Eldora. Just wanted that track position late, never gave up. And he definitely is in position to win this thing tonight.
Careful. Still
In
there.
that middle of the upper groove now that the lap traffic's around him pretty heavily in that middle of the lower groove.
You're all clear.
Now he shoots back down to the bottom again under Chastain. There's Riley Hurst in third as well. Running the top.
Car outside. Hold the line.
It's amazing how much faster Schneider has been rolling in this final stage. Only 2 trucks on the lead lap here tonight. And again, this could very well be the first caution-free race of the season. We're only 24 laps away from that being the case. I thought that would have happened, especially in this wild card-like of a race.
Still there. Clear down low. You're clear all around there.
15 seconds ahead of Friesen. No need for Schneider to push. I know he wants to get to that white flag as soon as possible. We still got 21 more laps. He's just got to be patient. It's a great job in this final stage. Is really taking that step up from the first two stages.
You got room. You're clear.
You could definitely see at the end of the stages he was having that speed, especially at the end of stage 2. He was 6 seconds back with about 11 to go in the stage on Riley Herbst, and he finished only 2 seconds back.
You got room. You're clear.
Gained 4 seconds in about, again, that 11-lap stretch. He was starting to get faster through the lap traffic itself and passing the lap trucks a lot more cleaner than what he had up until that point in the night. And again, continuing that with repetition here in stage 3. We've seen late race cautions all season when Schneider's been out in the lead, it seems like. We've seen a couple overtimes. This thing is not over until that white flag, really the checkered flag waves, but especially the white flag.
Clear. All right, you're clear.
17 seconds, and only 2 trucks on the lead lap is not a gimme lead. Yellow comes out. It's a 2-truck duel to the finish between Friesen and Schneider at that point. Riley Herbst will get the free pass, but you have all those lap trucks to pass as well. But if you get 2 cautions, then he's back in. With a shot to get that first win of his career in the Truck Series.
You got room. You're clear.
3 wide back there for lap trucks again. We've seen that all night long. A lot of 3 wide action. Despite these long green flag runs,
Still there.
they never get spaced out, especially 32 trucks on a half-mile dirt track.
All right, you're clear there. All right, you're clear there.
Look at that move.
You're all clear
Up the middle
You got room. You're clear.
between the lap trucks of Enfinger and Anderson. And Schneider just got it in the back of Natalie Decker.
Inside.
That checked up Jordan Anderson. Oh, really didn't check up. He kind of used the 99 instead of checking up himself.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
Crowded the 23 of Moffitt.
All right, you're clear there.
Schneider's starting to get beat around by the lap trucks.
All right, you're clear.
Not ideal when leading with less than 20 to go, I'll tell you that much.
Car high, careful. Clear high, bud.
Just wants to get away from this group of trucks. Friesen gained about 3 seconds on Schneider just in the last 2 laps. 13 to go. A little bit more room to race now.
Stay on the bottom. All right, clear outside. You got room. You're clear there. All right. You're
Starting to
clear.
pull a little bit further ahead of Friesen again. He's gained a second. Pulled a second ahead of Friesen, and now the last 3 after Friesen. The prior 3 laps gained 2 seconds. Lap traffic.
All right, 10 to go. Keep it nice
Yep.
and smooth for us.
Saw that.
Outside, outside.
Fortunate for all 3 of those
All
teams
right,
to
you're
get that.
clear.
Just the truck race not being able to have the opportunity to race their way in due to the rain coming in today. Bristol, Tennessee area. 9 laps to go. The kid in his home state to try and get a win. Crew off racing on dirt.
All right.
Schneider
Outside.
back on it again here with the Truck Series on NASCAR Heat 5 at Eldora, and he's 8 laps away from
Still there.
probably the track he had circled the most
Outside, outside.
as a race that I want to win in my Truck Series career. And if this is going to be his only Truck Series season, if he can pull off a championship this year, He doesn't need a second try to run at Eldora in the Truck Series.
Down the bottom. All right. Clear
As
on
long as
that.
we stay green.
Clear all around there.
There's Stuart Friesen right in front of him, trying to stay on the lead lap in case we get a caution. Because if Friesen goes a lap down, and then we get a caution, yes, he gets the free pass, but we'll have to restart at the rear of the field. He won't have a shot to get at Schneider in 2 laps.
All right.
Which is all the time we would have if we got a caution now.
You got room. You're clear.
Friesen just rubs and runs the Ford truck of Lassard out of the way as Schneider got around Friesen about a half a lap ago now, and Friesen continues to struggle on the long run. Diamond Jeff, welcome to the stream.
5 to go. You got
5 to go. This is unbelievable. I mean, Schneider has not looked this fast the whole night.
Clear low.
So the fact that he pulled away and lapped the field here in the final stage is just impressive.
All right.
He didn't even win any of the 2 stages. He only led
Clear high, clear high.
4 laps total in this race going into the final stage. And he's about to lead over the last 50 laps in way to going to victory lane.
Stay low, stay low. Clear all around there.
Yeah, it's a bummer he got moved to FS2. I don't know what's on FS1 tomorrow night that they
All right, you're clear.
can't show it on a Sunday. I don't know.
I need 2 more.
2 laps left.
Keep it going. Stay up at the bottom here. All right, you're clear.
And here we go, white flag. That's what Schneider's been wanting to see this entire stage since taking the lead over 50 laps ago. Final lap of the race. A dominating final stage for the 99 team. They're about to get their 7th win as a startup truck series team in their rookie season. Schneider is going to win in his home state at Eldora.
Way to earn that checker flag.
A big win in the career of Keegan Schneider, the young career, here on NASCAR Heat 5. And here in this one, he is going to pull the Polish victory lap, saluting the fans, his home fans. And he'll try to do it again tomorrow at Michigan. Which is actually closer to the hometown of where I live. Eldora is just in the home state. Great bounce back after a DNF as well at Kentucky. And likely, indeed, Patrick, a regular season championship for the rookie in the Truck Series. This race took 50 minutes with no cautions and no chance for everybody to prep the racetrack. We didn't have to wait for that either during the stage break, so no problem there. 50 minutes and this race was done and gone. First caution-free race of the season. And again, 7th win of the year. 637 to 562. Johnny Sauter's still in second. Friesen actually still in fourth. But look at 2nd through 4th in the point standings. Are all within 6 points of each other. That's insane. I don't feel like doing the math in my head right now. So I'm going to get my calculator out and see if we clinched the regular season title. 637 minus 562. I believe we did. Yeah, 75 points. So 75 points. Max points he can score one race is 60. So that means Schneider has won the regular season championship. Regular season title goes to Schneider after winning in his home state here in Ohio at Eldora tonight. But still a very tight battle for second. Again, playoff points are awarded through the top 10. And also with another repeat winner. And another win for Schneider this season here tonight at Eldora. That means we will at least have one driver clinch on points after the Michigan race tomorrow here on NASCAR Heat 5. At least one. And those 15 playoff points for winning the regular season title are huge, and obviously 5 more playoff points for winning this race, so 20 total he's going to get tonight alone. That's pretty good. Friesen had the fastest lap and also started on the pole again, 19.399. Schneider led the most laps, leading 57 of the 150 laps today, most of those in the final stage. Jennifer Jo Cobb, what a run, finished 5th. 2 laps down, but she finished 5th. And again, a run down to the top 10. Schneider with the win, Stuart Friesen 2nd, Riley Herbst 3rd, Zane Smith, back-to-back top 5s, finishes 4th, Jennifer Jo Cobb 5th, Tate Fogelman 6th, John Hunter Nemechek 7th, Tom Majeski 8th, Grant Finger 9th, and how about Mike Harmon rounding out the top 10? Nobody DNF'd here today. Again, no cautions for incident. Everybody ran, I was going to say clean, but we were on a dirt track, so it was never clean. There was some beating and banging going on throughout the field most of the night, even on these crazy long green flag runs, but they all made it to the finish. Schneider did spin once in stage 2, but everybody missed him to the outside, and we kept it green, we kept it rolling, and he obviously was able to go to victory lane still. Boy, we've got a busy day on the channel tomorrow. I'll get more in depth with that here in a couple minutes. But first, as usual, we got to go to the shop. And we're going to check out those standings once again and see where everybody's at on points going into Michigan for the regular season finale. We do need to finish top 5 at Michigan to get our incentive bonus in the last race of the regular season. Get more money going our way. We got $366,000, or sorry, $366,372, 427 fans. We still got more subscribers than fans, and we're the regular season Truck Series champion. How's that? Like, I get it's a Truck Series, but you would think I'd have more than 427 fans. I mean, you know how many people watch the Truck Series? I mean, they're still pulling in, what, like 800,000 to a million viewers on average every week? And I only got 427 of those guys rooting for me, and I got 7 wins. And I'm a rookie for my own team. How could you not like me? All right, anyway. Gonna definitely get the short track chassis up and running. Gonna max the Speedway chassis out. This will be our Car 3 in our garage is going to be what we're going to use at Michigan. And then Car 1 is what we're going to use at Gateway for the playoff opener on that intermediate racetrack. It's not ready to go yet, but it will be by the time we get to Gateway. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I can upgrade to a 100 on the Aero. I'm going to wait on that. I still might do it for the championship race if we get to the championship 4. Again, we don't know exactly the playoff order yet, even though we clinched the regular season title because we still have one more race left in the regular season. We just clinched it early, and I'm surprised we didn't lose our momentum bonus after DNFing at Kentucky. We kept it, and we won at Eldora with it, so I guess I'll take it. That definitely helped us in the final stage. I don't know where that speed came from. I mean, I knew we were fast before the final stage, but I didn't think we had that in us. Alright, so let's go back to the point standings real quick. So, I'm in on wins. Johnny Sauter has 1 win, not 2. Chastain does not have a win, so he's 9th in points. He's battling for every playoff point he can right now. He's also battling just to point his way in. I think mathematically Chastain's locked in, actually. Because Friesen's in on 1 win. Enfinger's in. He's got 2 wins. Sheldon Creed's the last driver on points. Tied with Todd Gilliland. Folks, Sheldon Creed and Todd Gilliland are tied for the final playoff spot on points. So it's just straight up, whoever scores more points between Creed or Gilliland in the next race is going to get it. And the tiebreaker is race wins. Obviously, they don't have a win. So then the next tiebreaker is stage wins, and neither one of them have a stage win this season. So if they tie, I don't know what the tiebreaker is going to be exactly. What, average finish? We can look at their stats. So I guess average finish is the next tiebreaker. 10.7 for Sheldon Creed right now. And Todd Gilliland is at a 9.7. So it looks like as long as Sheldon Creed doesn't win a stage, if it is tied, tiebreaker does go to Todd Gilliland so far. Austin Hill's got a shot to point his way in still. Remember, even though Sheldon Creed and Todd Gilliland are where they're at in points, if we get another new winner that isn't Chastain at least, we get a new winner below Gilliland or Creed in points, like Zane Smith, Austin Hill, Brett Moffitt. Those are some fast trucks that don't have a win this year. Riley Herbst looked fast at Eldora. Ben Rhodes. I mean, this is going to be an epic race at Michigan tomorrow. And we're going to be running that Michigan race before the scheduled start at Eldora, so it's going to be an afternoon stream. I'll probably shoot for noon. I'm not going to be able to golf tomorrow, so we'll be live streaming at noon Eastern Standard Time right here on NASCAR Heat 5. Big day on the channel tomorrow. We are going to be streaming a lot. Again, we were supposed to stream the truck race tonight. It did not happen. It's scheduled for tomorrow night, so I will definitely be streaming that tomorrow night. And I planned on streaming the Cup race as well. So if they end up running both races, which again, I don't think they'll end up getting the truck race in tomorrow anyway. But if they do, we'll still broadcast that. And we'll also broadcast the Cup race tomorrow. That scheduled start time's 3:30. If there is a rain delay for the Cup race, or they're in the middle of still trying to run in the track or drying the track, I will not go live right at 3:30 when they're scheduled to start. I'll just end up going live whenever it looks like they're about to start. So if they don't get started until 6 o'clock, I'll go live. I'm not going to sit through a 3.5 hour rain delay talking. I'm not going to be able to stall that much time. If Fox can't stall that much time because they have to re-air a bunch of stuff that they've already aired before, then I obviously can. I don't have the, I definitely don't have that much that I can show you guys that you wouldn't already see. So that's the plan tomorrow. Truck Series, Cup Series. Our fantasy podcast, remember we started very briefly podcast last week. It was kind of like a test week for the podcast. So this is the first full week we're going to have for the podcast. We'll talk everything Eldora Dirt I said Eldora because we ran Eldora. We're going to talk everything Bristol Dirt tomorrow. That podcast is going to be starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So no matter what, we're going to be podcasting at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Even if the race is delayed, we'll go for an hour till 3. If it looks like we're going to have a rain delay, then that just means that our live stream for the actual dirt race at Bristol tomorrow won't start until the race starts. But we will podcast. Should be a lot of fun. And then again, NASCAR Heat 5, our Truck Series regular season finale. It'll be a lot of fun. Thanks everybody for watching here tonight. Again, like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We've got a lot of streaming all day tomorrow, taking care of Dirt Bristol on the channel, giving you guys fantasy advice, watching the race along, doing some realistic broadcasts. It'll be a lot of fun, both virtually and for the real race. So again, like, share, and subscribe. Have a good, safe rest of your night. And I'll catch you for a busy day on the channel tomorrow.